Hi guys, welcome to the Ministry of Food. We're going to make some beautiful meatballs with spaghetti and tomato sauce. So whether you're passing it on at home or passing it on at the workplace, I'm going to give you a clear demonstration of how to do it and basically make sure you're going to make a brilliant job of it. So we've got lovely ingredients here. We've got some minced beef. We've got some Jacob's cream crackers. I'll explain those later. An egg, some rosemary, some mustard, some oregano, spaghetti, but you can use any pasta you like, really. A little Parmesan cheese, literally that much. A couple of tins of tomatoes, some garlic, onion and chilli, and some basil. So, real time, let's get our mincemeat into a bowl here. I'm going to put in this bowl about a tablespoon of oregano. You want about a teaspoon of mustard. That's going to give you good flavour. Then we're going to crack 1 egg into your burger, and then some rosemary. Rosemary and beef, best friends. You can get this just about everywhere. You can get it in the supermarkets. You'll find this growing everywhere as well. If you haven't got it in your own garden, it's quite good to plant some because it just goes on and on for ages. When you slice it, put your hand on the knife so it's safe and just rock it up and down like this. So that goes straight in there. I need breadcrumbs in this recipe to make it stick together, bind together. So to make it work every time, literally half a pack of these crackers, put it into a tea towel like this, just pull in the tea towel like that so it looks like a little parcel, and then just bash the hell out of it. Let's have a little look in here. Okay, yeah. So basically, you've got half decent breadcrumbs there, and they'll work every single time. So get that in with your meatballs. Now, what I want to do, you can use a spoon if you want to get things going. And once you feel that you've got it mixed up as much as possible, then you can use your hands, because you've got to make them into balls anyway. Now, the question is, how do you like your balls? You can have big balls, or you can have medium-sized balls, or you can have little balls. Personally, I quite enjoy little balls. What's nice about this is when you learn this one recipe, or technique, clean hands, by the way, just scrunch it up. Literally, you know, scrunch it between your fingers, and that's perfect for really getting the flavours mixed. So I'm going to make sort of squash ball size meatballs. You just literally roll them like that. As you're putting your hands together, sort of put pressure on it, right, to sort of pack it all in, and then take the pressure off as you're rolling. And that's what you end up with, okay? That little baby there. So, when you're making your balls, if you want them to be nice and sort of like shiny, just put a little bit of water on your hand, and the water just sort of makes it... Oh, nearly dropped my balls. The water makes them nice and sort of smooth like that. Couple of minutes and you get all these done. I think what's quite important is you want to make sure your balls are all the same size, because if some are big and some are small, obviously they're going to cook at different times, aren't they? So look, there's all the balls done. Just going to wash my hands. Okay, let's get cooking. So, a little bit of olive oil into a pan, just about a couple of tablespoons. And then I'm going to get all these balls and just pile them in. They'll start cooking straight away. I'm going to turn the board over. Right. So what you want to do is, you want to cook these for about 8 minutes, right? You want to get colour on the outside. You don't want them to be pale and anemic looking. You want them to be golden and crisp, OK? You can get it on a medium-high heat. Spaghetti's going to go straight in. This takes 12 minutes. These will be cooked by then. So we're going to go in, and I've got some salt in there. About a teaspoon of salt to a litre of water. You're not going to eat that, because obviously you pour the water away, but what you will do is season the pasta. If you do not put salt in there, the pasta will taste like thin air, OK? You've got some colour on these balls, and that's great. But what I want to show you is how to make a 1-minute tomato sauce. Delicious. 2 tins of tomato, and then you've got your basil. I've got a bunch of basil here. So while all this is cooking, you know, we can pick these lovely little centre bits of the basil out and put them to one side. And then, literally, all the leaves you can put together like that. Now, these stalks here are not so good. so we can rip those off and chuck those away. But these stalks here are soft and delicious. So we're going to chop these up like this. So that's going to be a big flavour in your sauce. Then you want a couple of cloves of garlic. Now, these balls here, have a look at them now. You've got nice colour there. That's what we want. We're going to put them onto a plate, right? Put the pan back on the heat, and they're just going to sit here for a second while you make this really quick sauce. Go to the end of the garlic, take the end off, take the garlic away, and often the skin comes off. And if in doubt, put just your hand like that. But garlic, some people hate it, but garlic's such a wonderful flavour and it makes everything kind of come together. So get that paper off and then make a point of slicing the garlic up. So take your own time. And then chilli. Chilli is obviously an acquired taste, I love it, but chilli and tomatoes, brilliant. Again, just slice it up like this. Put as much or as little as you want in it. But it's nice to have meatballs with a bit of a kick on the tomato sauce. That's for sure. So, in this pan, it's already on the heat. Touch of olive oil. If you angle the pan, you can make that little bit of olive oil go to one side, right? And then, in that one side, put the chilli and garlic. You just want to wait until it gets the smallest bit of colour, okay? Use a spoon to mix it around if you want. And once you start to get a tiny bit of colour starting on that pan, you've got to be quick and immediate now. So we go in with the basil, right? And in with the tins of tomato. As soon as this sauce comes to the boil, with the help of a little pinch of salt, this sauce is done. Now, at this point, let's put the meatballs back in. If you want to check if these balls are cooked, get in there and open it. And that is brown all the way through. So that's cooked straight back in. I'm happy with that. Drain the pasta. Immediately pick the colander up and sort of try and save that water in a little colander. You might need that, you might not. And then we dump the pasta in like that. Now, at this point, you can use your tongs or a spoon. Be careful, don't slap it all over the place. You know, you've got beautiful meatballs. You can turn the heat off if you want. Just move it around. All I'm going to do is drag that pasta into here. There you go. Fantastic. You could serve 4 to 6 people with this, depending on how much they like. Don't forget any of that lovely sauce. Sprinkle the little basil leaves that you did, a little bit of parmesan, and absolutely, if you're in Italy, you give it a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil right at the end. You know, that is a wonderful dish. I would love that if I went round someone's house. I'd be well chuffed with that. Good luck, take care, and don't forget to pass it on. Nice one.